I'm really not loving the costume at the moment. Hopefully though, it's gonna look nice on stage and it'll be fine. Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I thought I would do a little vlog about the process of getting my costume made for Worlds, because I've recently just decided that I'm going to get a new costume for Worlds and I'm not going to use the same one as Nationals. So I thought I would take you all along with me on that process and that journey. Not sure how long exactly it's going to take, but we'll go through every step. And today we are doing step number 1, which is to go to Shamdor and buy the fabric. So I'm going to bring you along with me. We're going to go look at all the different fabric options. I'm looking for a shiny, sparkly fabric so that I don't have to do as much bedazzling after the costume has been made, because that takes a lot of time. But we'll see what options there are, see what we get, and see how it goes.
That's so close to skin tone, but...
No, I can't do that color.
Gorgeous.
That would not be allowed.
That
But,
looks...
oh,
looks
that's a nice
really
color.
brown, eh?
That's very
gorgeous.
nice.
If you want to see it up against your skin.
Okay, I'm back home from Shamdor. We have secured the bag. This is the fabric that I got. Let me turn this around and show you. Okay, so this is the fabric we ended up going with. It's like this really shimmery red, but like you can see that when the light hits it differently, it's got these like green flecks. So it's kind of like, what's the word for this? Iridescent, transformative. But yeah, so the back of this fabric is just like a black backing, but the texture of this is like not great, and like if we just did this it would be too thin. So I also got the black lining. This is just like a plain black 4-way stretch fabric, but this is the main like thing. So yeah, that's the fabric. Very pretty. Could have shown you like this. Anyway, like it. I'm very indecisive though. So like there were a couple of options that I could choose between. There was like this, there was like a very similar one, but like in a bright turquoise color. There was a lot more like subtle, like pale, like sage, almost green that I could have paired with a pink. And I was just so indecisive. My original costume for Nationals was brown, so that's what I was kind of like going in looking for. Now I've ended up with this, and I'm like now very stressed. I'm like, does this actually go with my skin? Is this gonna make me look very like, you know, pink in the face? Like, is it gonna work well on stage? Is it too much sparkle? I'm like so indecisive, and I'm like, have I made the wrong choice? So I hope this is like gonna work. I hope it's gonna look nice once it's like in costume form. I do really like the way it's looking on camera though, so that's good. Like, I think it even looks a bit better on camera than it does in person. Anyway, yeah, that's the fabric. My indecisiveness, I'm like now like second guessing myself, but anyway, it's late now, it's bought. The next thing I need to do is drop it off with the person who makes all my costumes for me. So I'll hopefully see her tonight and get this to her tonight. She is the same person that makes all my costumes, so she won't need to take like measurements or anything. She already knows exactly what to do with it. So I just need to get the fabric to her, and then she can take it and go off and make it. She is busy at the moment, so I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to take, but we've still got 2 months until Worlds, so I'm like not stressing as long as I have it like a little bit, like a week or two before we leave, so that I can do a couple of trial runs in it. That should be good. But yeah, so I drop it off with her, she makes it, then I'll try it on, and that'll be the next time that I see you. Is I'll update you when we get the actual costume back. Okay, so I've just heard from Claudia, who's making my costume, that it's ready and I need to try it on and have a fitting with it to make sure that it fits properly, because there's like things with the fabric of like how it's like stretching, and we just need to make sure that I'm all good and that my butt is covered. So I'm very excited. I'm gonna get to see it soon. The costume is here. Okay, it's very dark. We're filming by the light of my car, but I've secured the goods. My costume is in there. You can see the little sparkles. I've tried it on. It fits, thank goodness. Now I just, oh, my light's just gone off. Hold on. There we go. So I just need to see that it covers my butt properly and my gluteal fold is not exposed, because that's a big thing with pole sports. Can't have an exposed gluteal fold. It's the whole reason I'm getting a new costume and not just using the same one from Nationals. It's because my Nationals one is a little bit too short. So hopefully we've added like 1 centimeter or 2 of extra fabric to the butt, and hopefully that covers my gluteal fold. But I took like a video of my butt while I had it on, and then I'm just gonna also probably do a run through in the costume. So I'll film that run through it in the costume for the vlog, so you guys can see what it looks like when I'm actually like moving in it. And then I'll just check with one of the head judges, Alison, and make sure that she's happy with it, that it covers everything that it needs to cover. And if she's happy with it, then we're good. And that's my costume for Worlds done. Usually I have to spend like hours bedazzling things for pole costumes, but with this one, because the fabric's so sparkly, I don't have to spend hours bedazzling anything. So it's wonderful. So if this covers everything that it needs to cover, then this is it, and I'm done, and my costume for Worlds is ready with like 2 months to go. So that is fantastic. Hi, so it's been quite a while since I've done an update on my costume for Worlds, and that is because for the past several weeks I have been going backwards and forwards with myself in my brain, trying to decide whether I want to add any extra embellishments to my costume or not, because the material that it's made of is that very like super shiny material. So like it doesn't like need extra, but do I want extra is the question. And I've been going backwards and forwards. I finally decided that yes, I want extra. I want to go all out. We're gonna add, I'm thinking like some like fringing tassel stuff, a little bit of like extra sparkles and like jewel gem thingamajigs. So we're gonna do that. That's what I've decided. So I'm here today at Shamdor again, back at Shamdor. It's the place I go. It's the one like fabric and like fabric place that I like know, and I'm like very scared to go into like the China. I know like I can probably get the stuff cheaper at like China malls and stuff like that, but I'm very scared to go in there because like I'm like a creature of habit. Like I like going where I'm like familiar with the things, and I've been here with my mom several times before and I know where everything is. So I've just come to Shamdor and I'm gonna pick up all the thingamajigs, the like jewels and gems and tassels and whatever that I want to embellish my costume. And it's very last minute because it is Thursday today, and we fly on Sunday to Switzerland to like go and compete. So I need to get this done like ASAP. So I'm a little bit stressed. I shouldn't have waited so long to decide, but I've just been like so indecisive about this costume. But anyway, so now I've decided I'm here, I'm gonna get the stuff, I'm gonna hopefully start actually embellishing it today and like gluing everything down, and then hopefully finish like either today or tomorrow and get it done before the weekend, and then I can pack it so that I can fly and go compete. So yeah, a little bit of stress, but we're excited. I think it's gonna look good. I think the embellishments is the right way to go. So I'm back home from Shamdor now. I ended up getting this and this, 2 things. So I wanted like, my idea going in was I wanted to get like some black like fringing or tassels. Couldn't find any black fringing or tassels, but I did find this. It was very expensive, but it's gorgeous. It's like basically like black beads, but like on a string, so I can like literally like glue this down onto the costume. Hopefully it will look nice. And then I got this, which is like silver tassels. So it's like this way around, like this, and then like just tassels coming down. So I'm not I'm very like not sure about this whole like costume situation. I'm very worried because it's like the red like sparkly but with the reflective green. I'm worried like by adding the silver tassels I might look like a little bit like a Christmas tree. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I'm very keen for the black though. I think the black is gonna look nice, but I guess I'll just have to, you know, hope for the best. I'm a bit stressed because of the time pressure as well. And I'm like very like nervous about the color. Like I'm not sure how it's gonna like look on stage and all of that, and like if I'm gonna look like a Christmas tree ornament, which is not the vibe that I'm going for. So I'm feeling a little like, yeah, not so great about it at the moment. I'm hoping once I add everything, I'll be happy with it. Okay, so I'm just pinning this on with safety pins now to try and figure out a placement and see if I like it. I'm not 100% sold on the silver with the red yet. I like the black with it, but we'll see about the silver. Okay, so I decided not to put any of the silver like tasseling. We just went with the black. I got my mom to help me stick this on. So this is the top. We did like a row of the black there and there, and then on the shorts we also did a little bit of the black and the black. This like wraps around like the side of the leg. I am liking it more now that the black has been added, but I'm still not like 100% sold on it. I'm just like having like very severe doubts about this color and whether it looks nice and whether it was the right choice. When I was at like Shamdor, even like looking at like buying this and buying the silver, I saw the blue option, which was one of the other options in that shiny fabric, and I was like, oh, I should have gotten the blue. I think, yeah, I think I'm just like hyper fixating on the costume because it's like something to stress about, and I'm like needing to get all my stress out onto something. But yeah, I'm really not loving the costume at the moment. Hopefully though, it's gonna look nice on stage and it'll be fine. I mean, it's just the costume at the end of the day. What's most important is the routine. The costume is secondary. But yeah, I'm gonna do a practice in it, like a rehearsal, just to make sure that these like things stay on and are not gonna fall off and all of those sorts of things. And then yeah, then that's basically it. There's not really too much more that I can do to it. I was considering putting on like smaller silver things, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna leave it as it is, and I must just stop like overthinking and obsessing about it. This is me at my final practice before leaving for Switzerland, my dress rehearsal, and at this stage I was feeling quite a lot better about the costume. Still not 100% in love with it though. And then this is me on stage in Switzerland competing at the World Pole Sports Championships. I actually am kind of happy with how the costume turned out. It's not my favorite costume that I've ever worn, but I don't hate it as much as I thought I would. The video doesn't quite do it justice. It definitely looks a lot better in person. The lights really made a big difference. Seeing the shimmer under the lights really like sells the costume, and it's not quite the same when you don't have that stage lighting, so that helped a lot, I think. But yeah, overall not my favorite costume, but also not the worst it could have been. Anyway, that's the video of how my world's costume was made. Thanks for watching.